Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Munchkins. Have we just decided this? I kind of just
something like that.
about cats. This is a cat show.
Hey, it's the internet. We need cats.
We got Garfield. If you hopefully,
I gotta go this way.
yeah, take Garfield.
I'm only lazy when I'm awake.
I'm only lazy on Mondays.
When you're actually awake on those days. Anyway,
You'd be surprised nowadays. Anyways,
pretty much what we're just gonna talk about, like upcoming games, news, and just any other things like that. Like right off the bat, I got one idea. I got one thing right now. Recently, Atlas had announced 4 Persona titles to be coming out within the next year and a half. Yes,
Sorry.
Mitchell.
continue. No, I'm just. He's brooding in the corner.
Yeah. Well, they announced Persona 5, which has been a long time awaited sequel in the main story for Persona. Persona Q, Shadows of the Labyrinth for 3DS and Persona 5 for PS3. Persona 4, Dancing All Night for the PlayStation Vita, and Persona 4 Arena 2, I'm not certain of.
I throw my hands up to play my song, the butterflies fly away.
The Ultimax Ultra Suplex Hold. Yes, that name sounds as ridiculous to you as it does to me saying it.
So, are they all scheduled to launch at the same time, or are they actually going to just like
No,
spread
they're
it out
going to be
over?
in different times. Like, Persona Q is going to be in June 2014, whereas Persona 5 is going to be coming out in winter 2014. So, around this time next year.
So just by the release date, I don't know if that's true or not. You said Persona 5 was in winter of 14?
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Because this is the way I view things. You know, if most games kind of launch towards Christmas time, why I'm not quite sure on that.
Holiday rushes,
Holiday
Black
rush.
Friday, Cyber Mondays, stuff, crap like that.
So in my mind, it's like, you know, the games that launch towards the holiday seasons are the ones that people might be looking at more. I know I do. A game comes out towards Christmas or whatnot, I'm like, I want to look at this game. And judging that one's coming out in June, one's coming out winter. And in your mind, do you think Persona 5, they're kind of riding, I don't want to say riding more on, but more than the one that's coming out in June?
Well, there's actually, as I said, 4 that they're working on, 4 that are going to be coming out. I think the Ultra Suplex Hold is coming out first. I do not know. I will actually have to look this up on if they have what dates they've announced. But one of them is a fighting game. It's a 2D fighting game in collaboration with Artwork Systems, who does Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue, really popular 2D fighting games, which is also the same style as what Persona 4 Arena and the sequel are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then another one is working with Dingo, I think is what it was called. And that's a rhythm-based dance kind of game, which is honestly, out of the 4, probably the least interesting to me, probably the most likely to not be released outside of Japan. Because, one, it's on the Vita, which it's I feel the Vita is kind of highly underloved, underperforming, especially in America. I mean, I have a Vita. The games I have on that, I fucking love them. Persona 4, Golden, Soul Sacrifice. I just love playing those. I mean, those are the ones I have, besides old PSP classics that I've downloaded. But
Dun 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 dun.
I had a question. He distracted me. I can't remember it.
think it. Sorry. Think, Mitchell. Think.
You're having fun back there, aren't you?
Yep. He doesn't need to talk. He just needs to have fun.
Exactly. That's all you are is fun. I missed you.
We missed you too.
He doesn't. He's giving me this look like he's gonna slice my throat tonight.
His dick.
Speaking of games that are coming out,
I thought we were speaking of dick.
Again?
yeah,
Alright, kind of. Where am I? We all kind of are. That's how we're friends.
yeah. I mean, we do YouTube videos. We kind of have to be dicks.
Yeah, especially when with killing you.
Yeah.
And taking your wallet.
For me.
Hey, at least you got revenge on Ben that one time.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta get off the subject.
Anyways, yeah, that's a different thing for a different time. We talked about this on an earlier, I think like the first one. I don't think we touched on it any the second episode, but Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yes.
What they gave a date, didn't they?
No, they didn't give a date. They gave a year. So it should be next year, I think. It's either next year or 2015. I cannot remember now. Actually, I was in my head. I was about to say, and then now
It just disappeared.
the number. I mean, I saw a 2, 0, 1, and then it's kind of blurred between 4 and 5 now.
Do you think maybe? Yeah, I was gonna say. Do you think
Shit.
they're gonna try pushing it out? I mean, obviously, people probably already know, and we're just being,
asshats about it.
asshats about it. Yeah, but so obviously, if it's coming out this year, it's gonna come out soon. Because I mean, we're pretty much almost in December. And then it's 2013. Shut up. I totally thought it was 2014. I thought my 21st was coming up here soon.
Not that it would matter to
I
you,
just
but
dated
still.
myself, but I don't give a shit. So, 2014, 2015.
Depends. I don't remember what exactly was said at the E3 conference about it.
It better be 2014. Is it gonna just be on I'm gonna guess PS4?
No,
Or
it's PS4 and Xbox One, which is a little weird. But then again, console exclusive games are kind of, they're a staple, I guess, in this generation and the next, or last generation in this one. But they're still kind of. I mean, I'm a gamer. I don't really care what gaming system I play on. If I have to play it on PC, I'll play it on PC. If I have to play it on PlayStation, I'll play it on PlayStation. Xbox, same. Like, I might not pick up Xbox One just because of, E3 and whatnot. Like, they've changed a lot of the policies that were bad about that, but I'm still a little wary. Link to Alpha Omega Sin video when we get around to it and explain kind of my feelings about why. Well, not so much my feelings, but I kind of share the same with him on that. So, shout out to him, Alpha Omega Sin. Game the fuck on.
I don't know if it's just me. It kind of it's starting to seem like that, but does it seem like console only games are kind of sort of dying off, or is it just me?
It's still there. I don't think it's quite as pronounced besides launch titles. Like Killzone has been, for most part, a PlayStation title, kind of like what Kingdom Hearts has been so far.
Yeah.
Like, well, I shouldn't say that actually. Game Boy Advance, they had Chain of Memories when it first came out.
DS had
358 over 2 days and
Dream Drop Distance.
But
3DS, yeah, but there's one more for DS, I think. Unless I'm just.
I think it was didn't they do Chains of Memory?
They did a redid
Reloaded.
on that. That was on PS2.
Didn't they launch one on DS too, or?
Yeah, there was another DS besides 358 over 2. Recoded. That's what it was.
Recoded. That's what.
God,
I
I
was
couldn't remember that now.
But the thing about that too is though, because Game Boy Advance, the DS, that's all Nintendo stuff. Sony and again, I'm not the smartest person in the world. That's all in Japan. Nintendo, Sony, right?
Yeah, those are Japanese. Yeah.
Well, Microsoft is here in America. I can kind of understand why Nintendo and Sony would kind of team up because why?
So sorry.
Why push out and have Microsoft and push those games onto Xbox One when you can just keep everything in Japan or something like that.
Because you'd have very pissed off fans who've already played them in America and the United Kingdoms and stuff like that. You'd already have people pissed off with that. Like, as it is, even though the Americans have them, until the 1.5 or importing these games from those countries, we didn't have the final mix versions, which had more shit, which, you know, is both kind of moot as well as something interesting. Like, it gave extra plot points to the other games. Like, in Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, there's a boss fight against Xemnas, even though you don't know it's Xemnas yet. Spoiler alert, I guess. But you'd have that, and that's why when Xemnas is talking to Roxas in 2 about that, or, well, also in 358 over 2, in flashback stuff, when he says he looks a lot like you. If Xemnas didn't know what Sora looked like, it was kind of weird. But with that, it kind of, you know, shows that he knew why Sora looked like that. As well as Xion and whatnot from 358. As well, since he sees that.
So, as Zach gives me the beat for this, tying back into, you know, console-based games or whatnot. I mean, because in my mind, me coming from someone who didn't understand a squatting crap load about business to going to college for business, in my mind, you would want to keep those console-based games because that's what's going to keep drawing people to your product, you know? Like
they associate themselves with that product being from that company.
Case of example, Gears of War.
Yes, that is a Microsoft brand.
Exactly. You have to have, well, I guess you don't have to have. I mean, you can emulators or whatnot, a bunch of, you know, illegal ways to get it on, you know, whether a PC or a PS3 or whatnot. I don't condone it.
With PC, that was a little, probably could be something that could be, just because, you know, Microsoft does also, most of its business, I'd say, was in computers before it was in gaming.
No doubt about that.
So, honestly, combine the two, and, well, it wouldn't be too hard to think of doing a PC thing for that.
But that's what brought people, you know, I could be blowing stuff out my ass here, but that's what brought people to Xbox, you know, the fact that you could only play Gears of War on Xbox. You could only play Halo on Xbox.
Dead Rising, that was originally only on Xbox 360. I mean, I think they came out with versions for the PS3 for Dead Rising. Dead Rising 2 was on both systems, I know that for sure. But with Xbox One, Dead Rising 3 is a launch title exclusive to Xbox One right now.
Yeah. And the same goes for, you know, PS3. I don't know a lot of games that were God of War.
Yes.
God of War is a strict, you know, PlayStation console.
PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, and PlayStation 3.
I don't know if it's... I guess you would count this as console only, but Nintendo does it, like, immensely.
Zelda, Mario...
Exactly! They have
Metroid.
That's why people go to Nintendo. You have Mario, you have Zelda, you have Link, you
Nintendo add any subtitle here. Oh, it's a title.
Add a huge list of names just that covers the entire screen. Yeah, exactly. They have all these games you can only get if you have, you know, a DS, a Game Boy Advance, you know. I mean, one that clearly sticks out in my mind, even though I just named off a bunch that hit my mind, and I didn't even bring this one up, Pokemon.
Yes.
Emulator.
That too.
Free Pokemon.
That's You're shooting my thing down.
Hey, we're already at like 14.
Yeah.
20.
We'll cut this off soon. So to wrap this up, that's what draws in the business. That's, you know, you have the games that are only for that console. They're going to have to get the console to get the game. I mean, if I had, like I do, own an Xbox 360 and a game comes out, you know, that's for all consoles, of course I'm going to get the one for Xbox 360. I already have it. If a really good game that I really want to play comes out, it's for the PS3, yeah, I would probably maybe save up my money to get it. For a single game, maybe not. I'm not quite sure. We'll get onto it later Links all over the place. Like, favorite, enjoy. Bye!